My name is Jim Thomas, and welcome to the Fitness Management Update. Our topic today is making a successful outbound sales call. You know, one of the biggest problems we see with sales reps making phone calls and making their daily follow-ups is they simply start to look for people who are interested. And the phone call, is simply buy my stuff is really what it ends up being. And what we want to suggest to you today is an actual strategy for when you're making these outbound calls to make it more inviting and you want people to want to listen to you. So number one is identify yourself. Hi, my name is Jim Thomas. I'm with ABC Fitness Center. Okay. There's a lot of folks, surprisingly enough, that they take it for granted or they don't give the full introduction, whether it be for them or whether it be for their company. So make sure you clearly identify who you are and the company that you represent. Number two, and this is a big one, is ask permission to speak. Ask for permission to talk. One of the big problems, I think, with a lot of follow-up calls, we all receive those, and many people have a negative image or a negative view of these calls because of how they're handled. And one of the things that you want to remember is things like courtesy, things like respect. They will always work, and it gives you the opportunity also to control with questions. So once you identify yourself, hi, this is Jim Thomas. I'm with ABC Fitness Center. Is this a good time to chat? Is this a good time to talk? Is this a good time for you? Okay. Did I catch you at an okay time? Ask permission to speak. I know in the years that we've been doing this, it's on a rare occasion that people don't. And if it is not a good time, it's an easy reset to actually pick a time for me to call them back and to talk with those folks. So identify yourself, ask permission to speak. Number three is you want to build a bridge of trust by talking about something you have in common. And what this is really nothing more than rapport building. And, people do this all the time. You meet your friends or you meet someone for an interview or a conversation at Starbucks or a meeting somewhere. We always sit down and do some rapport building. We have some small talk. Do the same thing here. Okay. Don't just jump into, what the nature of the call is. So build a bridge of trust by talking about something that you have in common. Next is crucial. Make sure we find out what their goals are. Okay. And Mary, what kind of goals do you have for yourself? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to gain weight? Do you want to firm tone? And kind of prompt this a little bit. So find out what their goals are. And then the sales message is pretty simple because remember, when you're on the outbound call, you're not trying to sell the membership. What you're trying to sell is the appointment. And so your sales message could be something as simple as, well, Mary, it sounds like you could use some help with that. We're actually quite experienced with those kind of cases. And maybe give an example, perhaps we should get together and chat. I'll be available, Mary, this afternoon at 1 or would 3:30 be better for you? Okay. So the simple sales message is really simply selling the appointment to get them to come in. So identify yourself, ask permission to speak, build a bridge of trust by talking about something you have in common, find out their goals, and then based on that, it sounds like we should get together and chat. Okay. And that's your sales message. You're selling the appointment. Okay. So there's some tips on making a successful outbound sales call. My name is Jim Thomas, Fitness Management Update. We look forward to chatting with you next time.